Hi guys, Ingrid here from Women with Voices, the platform that empowers women to find their voices so they are remembered, the ones who everybody recommends because they have a voice. And that way we can prove to ourselves and our children and each other that we're actually awesome just the way we are. So today, guys, is Mission Monday. Of all the days, I think this has got to be the most important. Because once you have an end mission, you have an end goal, what is it you want to achieve, then it keeps you more driven, especially if that mission is bigger than you. It's bigger than yourself. But it's what keeps you driven, what keeps you on path. And only when you have that mission statement, which is based on your values, has to be based on your values, and when you have that mission statement, can you then start devising the other areas? Can you then start looking at maybe doing public speaking or really creating your website or doing podcasts and all the other bits, doing PR? What's your reason why? And what we do, we spend too much time talking about the product, the features of the product. Your features of your product can be copied in a hot minute. All right? In a hot minute. If it's that great, they'll just copy it. But the reason people do business with you, the reason why people employ you over and above anybody else is based on your why. So great video by a guy called Simon Sinek called The Golden Circle, which you really must listen to. And there's two things he really highlights in there. Martin Luther King, in an era where there was no social media, he was able to get how many hundreds of thousands of people to a bridge based on his why, based on what he believed in. And those who believed in that too joined him on the bridge. Those who believed also in equality, and there was black and white people on that bridge, okay? Those who also believed in equality. I have a dream that we'll be seen by side, that will be judged by the content of our heart, not by the colour of our skin. And those who believed in that too were also on that bridge. Steve Jobs and Apple, another great example. There was a product that company was already working on that was making money. No one could understand, no one could get why he was still working on this other product. It's not making any money, it's not doing anything. But he was focused on his why. Now, let's think of the logo on Apple. It's an apple, okay? And it represents the forbidden fruit with a bite out of that apple. And what he's saying, what he stands for, his values is about innovation. It's about creativity. It's about going against the norm, going against what is deemed as forbidden, because that's normal. He's saying that this is about creativity. People want to disrupt. People want to break the status quo. I so happen to make a computer. All right? But this is why people like Microsoft and all the rest of it will always struggle against the likes of Apple, because Apple stands for something. When people buy their computer, which is why people are addicted to that brand almost, when people buy that computer, they're saying, I believe in what you believe in. Okay? So it's about setting your mission, my darling. It must be connected with your values. Of course, if you join the hub, there's some really great techniques to help you define that mission. And then we start looking at the other areas like your public speaking, your website and all the rest of it. But it does start with that first. Don't worry about upsetting people. You will not win all the people all the time. My talks, certain areas, they don't want to hear it. Straight-laced suburbias, they don't want to hear me. The creatives, the innovators, those who want to go against the norm, those who question, they love my talks, okay? I will not soften what I say just to please people who don't like it. That's beautiful, sweetie. There are other people who are talking to you, and that's gorgeous. Don't worry about upsetting people. When you stand for something, you represent something, you get your audience, you talk to that audience, and that's fine. Okay, sweetie? So, Mission Monday, let's think about our mission. And remember, guys, just do it. Do you know what I mean? Just write something down. Start getting something down. Sod it, just do it. All this thinking. Too many permeations, you get nothing done. Let's do it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao. Check out the website, womenwithvoices.co.uk.